Hello, good morning, good evening, where you are. Welcome to the Tube. I'm the host of most of the you guys. I am Gary, otherwise known as Funny Reacts, otherwise known as Bossman, otherwise known as whatever you want to call me. I am that. This is your Raw review for 20 for this Monday's Raw. So, did it start with wrestling? No. But what it did start off with was there was a build up to a wrestling match, which was the WWE World Championship. Now again, I thought they was only doing pay-per-views, but apparently they took away the specialness of this now, because now we're having it just on Raw now. So the first match is Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch, the champion. This is a pretty decent match overall, really good match actually. Some power moves from Bianca Belair. She's doing a lot of spring moonsaults and stuff like that, and a lot of power bombs and suplexes and stuff to Becky. There's a bit where she gets her up in she goes for the KOD and stuff like that. Goes for a power bomb and and all that stuff. And Becky's going for disarmer, going for a lot of her moves. Some gutbusters and stuff like that. Lynch goes for their bad handle slam. Belair kicks out of that. She hits her with the gland slam, 2 count with that. Belair gets her up for the KOD. Lynch grabs her she goes on to it, slams her into that. Rolls her up for 1, 2, 3. Your winner, still champion, is Becky Lynch. Pretty decent match. Pretty good start from Raw. Next match. Austin Theory versus Rey Mysterio. Now, Dominic Mysterio is down with his dad. Pretty decent stuff here. The only problem is that, as I said, I don't know why this Austin Theory guy is getting pushed to the moon like this, but apparently he's their next guy. Anyway, it's good to see them building a star like this. The only bad thing was that Dominic Mysterio was the reason, because they said they did a bullshit screwy finish to make sure that there's issues between Dominic and Rey, because what happens is that some hesitance from Rey Mysterio, he goes and then some back and forth, some gutbusters and stuff like that. Rey finally gets him in the ropes for the 619, goes over. Dominic slaps him and gets disqualified right in front of the referee. Not like he does it and just gets caught. No, he literally does it right in front of the referee. So shitty booking there. Makes Dominic Mysterio look like a complete idiot. It just unless they're going for there's going to be tension between Rey Mysterio and his dad and Dominic Mysterio, which I really don't want to say. Anyway, next match is Nikki ASH and Rhea Ripley versus Carmella and Queen Zelina. Sorry. Mature Gary. So every time I see Carmella, I laugh. I'm sorry. I tried hard. Literally, I can't stop laughing at it. I've laughed the same amount across the same time. It is literally the most funny thing I've ever seen in my life. All right. Some power moves from Rhea on Nikki, and then Carmella comes in and she starts doing some of her moves. Fucking Christ. And there's stuff, and I don't know why Zelina, Carmella are getting pushed together like this, because surely Zelina should be allowed to be the champion. It just seems like they're just pushing someone together so that they can have Nikki ASH and Rhea Ripley have something to do rather than make them champions. But anyway, some decent things like Carmella broke up the pin. Zelina got the cold dread for the win. Pretty shitty match, and I'm sorry, I can't take that match seriously. Every time I see it, it makes me want to laugh. Anyway, next match: Finn Balor versus Chad Gable. Now, Otis is in this because he's now Chad Gable, because apparently they're now a thing now. Anyway, Finn Balor looks pretty cool. Um, so some back and forth, some really good technical wrestling, from Chad Gable, and Chad Gable should be bigger than he is. Some German suplexes, there's some, moonsault, some other stuff. Finn goes for the coup de grace. Goes to top, tries to hit a superplex, but Finn turns it into a cradle. 1, 2, 3. Your winner is Finn Balor. Really, really good match. Really good technical wrestling, from both guys here. The Street Profits, who I hate, versus the Dirty Dogs. Now, the worst thing about this match was the fact that RK Bro were on Flaming Commentary, and you got the boringness of Randy Orton, who talks like this. He literally talks like this. And then you got like, it's literally, bro, oh yeah, that wrestling hold is so awesome. And it's literally like if I ever want to show kids, this is why you don't do drugs. Example A, Matt Riddle. Let me tell you, show you this guy, and it's literally the most annoying thing. That there's some some decent matches. The Dirty Dogs. And I think there might be an issue between the Street Profits and RK Bro, but I hope so after this. Anyway, there's some decent technical wrestling from the veterans. The Street Profits are high flying and stuff like that, but I still can't stand that flavor gimmick. Anyway, it's a back and forth, and and to be honest, I find it hard to pay attention to what's happening because RK Bro annoyed the fuck out of me, to be honest with you, with their stupid ass flaming commentary. That it's hard for me to pay attention to what's going on in the ring. So there's some breaking up with pens and stuff like that. Basically, what happens is that the Dirty Dogs take out one of the Street Profits, don't know which one. Montez Ford comes in, almost distracts the ring. Ziggler steals the win. 1, 2, 3. Your winner is Dolph Ziggler. Next match, no disqualification match. T-Bar versus Damien Priest. Now, I hate T-Bar and I hate Retribution and I hate everything about it. Anyway, there's some decent back and forths here, and there's a bit where he ties up Damien Priest in the rings and hits him with a candlestick. He reminds me of ECW with Tommy Dreamer, that sort of thing. Then he breaks free, hits him close side, gets him ring, and basically rams him into the body with a chair. He then grabs T-Bar and chucks him through a table that's a ringside with nuts. He hits him with his finish. 1, 2, 3. Your winner is Damien Priest. Then Apollo Crews comes out doing what I think is supposed to be a Nigerian accent, but actually sounds Jamaican, which I'm sure annoys everybody who's actually from Jamaica a lot. Anyway, next match, Kevin Owens versus Big E. Alright, there's back and forth for it. KO comes hits him with a stunner. Neil gets first. The Big Ending still held some cannonballs, splashes, some big splashes from Big E. Rollins comes out and gives Big E a cheap shot. Kevin Owens goes for a pin. Big E reverses it into a creeping fix. Big E, touchdowns. Big E picks him up for Big Ending, and I hate that finish. Big E, you need a different finish. That Big Ending looks like it hurts you, but it hurts your opponent. Anyway, that was your Raw for this week. I hope next week's is better, because this was just lackluster, guys. Anyway, that's me. End of the match. I'll see you next time.